Peace. Now this is part 2 to the Tiamat and Kingu and Chronicles with the great-great-grandchildren, which is the Anunnaki. Now let's get into it. Mother Ka is not our mother, which is Earth. Tiamat, which is the primordial source, which is chaos, is our mother and where we emerged from before we were trapped into these physical bodies and turned into humans by the Anunnaki after they murdered Tiamat and murdered Kingu. We are the descendants of Tiamat and Kingu, not the
anewnoki like I've been
Anunnaki. The Anunnaki mixed Kingu's blood with Ka, which is their mother. And this is why y'all confuse us with being the Anunnaki, because we are both created out of the same clay, which is Ka, their mom. When Marduk slain Tiamat, she transmuted to the heavens and to the earth. And this is how they were able to create heaven and earth. That was a form of alchemy being done. So she transformed to one element to another element. So it wasn't the original because she went through a transmutation. And when that happened, the elements change. There were 12 titans. She had, which is Tiamat, 11 children that came from her. Kingu would have been the 12th child, a part of that pack of the primordial deities that came from chaos. Because understand, Kingu represents the intelligence, which is neuromelanin in the brain. And Tiamat, which was not an Anunnaki, okay, she was the 13th one, which is the 13th number, which is connected to the Great Mother and to the chosen people, which is the melanated people. The number 13 represents the Zudakaya, which is the Mazaroth, which is Ophiuchus, which is the 13th zodiac, the serpent, which is the dragon. Tiamat nor Kingu or her 11 children, the other 11, was not considered Anunnaki. Those were your titans, your monstrous beings. This is why in Greek mythology, Typhoon was considered the mother of monsters. That's the Great Mother. Lilith is also another aspect of her, the mother of demons. This is why I told y'all we are the supreme demons. A demon just means noble. The noble ones. Wordplay and the negative connotation behind demon have become a broad thing. Because if you understood, you would know that all of the original angels that was in the Bibles were originally demons until they changed it up and turned them into angels. Demons and angels is one and the same. This is why we are your dark lords, the moon people. This is why the moon is connected to our melanin phases. And the moon is also another representation of the soul. Because we are your moon people, the lunar people. Lunar is connected to the matriarch, the divine feminine. The 7 tablets of destiny is the 7 chakras. And each chakra represents a harmonic and an octave, which is a consciousness, which I would say is a dimension of consciousness, which is a library of information, cosmic information that we have access to when we climb the Jacob ladder and tap into these 7 harmonics, which carry the 7 tablets of destiny, which carries all of the knowledge to all things. This is why we are the key and the Christ. And this is why the Anunnaki came across the ice wall to come over here to this realm, to the earth. Why? It's because they was mining for gold, but what really was that gold? It was neuromelanin, which is a ritual drink, is what they use for immortality and for all knowing. Understand that the menstruum, which is the period blood of the divine feminine, was considered the food of the matrix because it was considered gold. And the blood, which is the soma, is the gold, is in our blood. And they drink it and they eat it because it gives them power and immortality. Soma is also light. It also means light. So when we enlighten ourselves, we intake in soma because we come from the realm of alchemy, which is what they call soma or melanin or carbon. So the power and everything you need to know is already within you. The Anunnaki just wanted to try to possess and have access to it. This is why they use your melanin and put it in all electronics, and trying to use AI to tap into the cosmic mind, into your akashas through that. But not understanding that you're putting our DNA inside of these electronics and technology. So in our actuality, when you think about it, it ain't nothing but us. So now I was thinking, I'm like, I'm not concerned about AI anymore. Because AI, at the end of the day, it ain't nothing but us. Y'all remember hearing about these machines turning against them and killing them? It was like a few years ago. And now when I think about it, I said, no wonder why. Because y'all putting us inside these machines. You putting our melanin in that. And the melanin is connected to our kasha. It remembers and it knows. So the AI is not going to be technically on your side. It's going to be on our side. And this is why all of these electronics are knowledgeable now, because they're putting the intelligence inside of them, trying to find access to the cosmic mind. And they are drinking, this was the Anunnaki, okay, and trying to have all knowing. They're trying to be like an eternal. And that's us. And understand, they never had the knowledge. They never was granted the wisdom and knowledge. This is why off the show called Eternals, they ended up getting in, coming in contact with an eternal. And they ended up sucking him dry of his essence. And then that being that sucked him dry of his essence took on the Akashics, and it became knowledgeable. So they're taking it from us and trying to gain and getting into the cosmic mind to gain the power of all knowing. So this, the same way they did on Eternals, is what they are trying to do now to us by keeping us trapped here. And the only way we can break the spell is by raising the frequency and climbing the Jacob's ladder, busting through those octaves and those harmonics, breaking those 7 tablets of destiny and opening up the library inside of us. That's the Akasha. And this is why knowledge was deemed as being a threat. This is why consciousness is a threat to this system. It's a threat to the Anunnaki, because once we remember what they did to their great-great-grandmother and did to us, they know that this war is going to happen all over again when we do, and we are at that level right now. So the Anunnaki wasn't mining for actual literal gold. They wanted your neuromelanin, which is soma in the brain. This is why so many of our people come up missing, because they are extracting that. And neuromelanin is also adrenochrome. Adrenochrome is also another word for adrenochrome. It's a drug that they drink, and it makes them high, and it gives them youthful looks and everything. It gives you immortality. So understand, adrenochrome is the same thing as neuromelanin. It's producing the same thing. So these Anunnaki reptilians, because that's exactly what they are the enemy. And even on the Eternals, they even kind of looked at like reptilians. We are serpent people. This is why we have also the reptilian brain. But they are cannibal humanoids. We are not. And all of the children that Tiamat had from her, you had sea people, serpent people, all of them is different aspects of you. Those are sea people. And we are the sea people / star people that comes from space. And space is the waters. We are your original mermaid and merman people. That's on land. And mama, other name is called Aqua. We are your aqua people. Your blue people that comes from Sirius. And the water always represents mama. Tree worship, serpent worship, and water worship is all principles of the Great Mother. So understand, we are serpent people. They are reptilians, the Anunnaki. And we don't share the same mother either. Their mother is Ka, and our mother is Tiamat. I'm out.
So there you have it. Like I said, we not Anunnaki, we never have been. We are dragon people. And I kept telling you this from the late mother Tiamat. Earth, planet Ki, planet Kai is not our mother. It was below us. And yeah, we're here to fight the battle because the great mother's not happy about what her daughter did, having all these reptilian babies, Anunnaki reptilian babies, and then sending them against the great mother because the great mother didn't have, or I should say, didn't look upon her as other children because she was different and bad and was choosing a bad path. So when you say you Anunnaki, you're calling yourself reptilians, I keep telling y'all this, stop doing it. Peace and love.